Is that a unicorn with a big dick in his head?
It's all the bass is so. Woo! Bass is the bass is so heavy. I almost threw up.
Yeah.
When you're at a club and you walk by the fucking speaker and you just want to like throw up, the fucking bass hits you right there.
Your thing, right?
Oh, it was right. I don't know. I felt it in my chest.
Good sound in here. They should have like gay dance parties in
It was
here.
the worst song they ever played. It's the loudest they ever played a song.
Oh, I'm sorry. I asked you if you wanted to pick a song. You said Foghat. They didn't have it in the computer.
I didn't know you were going to play the gayest song. Is that where you're finally come out as gay then? You're not drinking?
Wow,
Kidding me?
I'm not time I was drinking, this time it was gay.
The only thing I drink is cum now. That's it. No more alcohol.
And it's delicious.
Ropey loads of man milk.
Somebody said I didn't do enough show prep, so I'm showing on my show prep. I got 2 Gatorades, a Coke, water, and a 5-hour and sunglasses and regular glasses.
Can we have brands
do my
on here?
show prep, huh?
Can we have brands on here? Mr. Keith get upset?
No, we're not allowed to have brands.
Well, what do we do?
So what do you think about David Ortiz?
I'm
So
shocked.
I heard he got it's because he was fucking some drug dealer's girlfriend.
The rumor. That's the rumor. The rumor is a hit, an assassin.
Why else would they shoot him like that? They weren't robbing him. They knew who they were getting.
I went to the.
He just walked up right behind him and fucking shot him.
See the video of it?
And how'd they not kill him?
I think the guy at the last minute, he was like, "You're still my hero, Mr. Ortiz," and he like couldn't really kill him, so he like had a crisis of faith and shot him in the gut.
Instead, I'm just going to kill you in your sides. You're going to be fine. Do you like wheelchairs?
Missed everything.
Yeah, to take out his it's fucked up though. So yeah, so you
to take all his jewelry off before they brought him to the hospital because they'll steal all your jewelry. So his best friend, while he was laying there, was taking his jewelry off and sticking in his pocket so the EMTs didn't steal it.
Wow.
I don't know why people go there. People are dying left and right in these hotels.
Yeah, the resorts I hear, like people go to those. It's like if you can stay in those.
Yeah.
It's like a compound. If you stay in it.
And that lady left. Was that in the DR too, where she left? She was hungry, and the place in the hotel wasn't serving food, so she went for a walk, and they just beat the fuck out of her. He said it was a guy who worked there. I mean, it's just all fucking chaos.
It looks scary, dude. Like all the videos that came out from that David Ortiz thing look like it's just a scary place. Like
it is a scary place. Is that why people go? Because it's cheap?
Yeah, they have all these a lot of Europeans go there. Like a lot of people in the UK go there because they have a ton of vacation time.
Yeah.
And they have these all-inclusive resorts. I went to one for my 40th birthday, and it was like $400 for like 3 nights.
You're 40?
I know. It's a new hairpiece. I can't swim in it, but other than that, it's all right. Don't get it wet. It'll just start to smoke like a gremlin. But basically what happened is like you go there and they have like shitty food, and but people just want the nice weather. They have nice weather there in the winter. But yeah.
Prostitution?
You can stay in a whorehouse down there. You can there's this one.
What are you telling?
Yeah.
Right.
Wait, and then do they have casinos there too?
Yeah, they have everything. It's the Wild West. It's like the craziest island in
My wife went down there one time, and she kept saying, "I can't talk. I can't talk." I go, "What?" And at one point, she's I'm in a car. We're going home, and I heard gunshots going.
Oh.
She goes, I later on, I said, "What was that?" She goes, "Oh, the guy who was driving just started shooting his gun out of him." That's when I first started dating. I should have taken it as a red flag and got the fuck out of there.
You know when your girlfriend
that fucking Hispanic culture.
Yeah, when she's from Panama and she's like, the Dominican Republic is a shithole.
Yeah, they're nuts.
Us Panamanians, we have our acts together.
I thought it was like Aruba. Like in my mind, I thought it was just one of those places people went on vacation.
Even Aruba's not safe. That fucking ask Natalie Holloway how safe that is.
Yeah. Is that Aruba?
Yeah. They just kill you, and they don't really have, the police are all on the take, so nobody gives a fuck.
Grand Cayman is really the only island down there that is like they keep it locked down
because they have money, because they have all the money stuff.
Money in there, and they're still a jewel in the crown of the British Empire.
I auditioned to play the guy that killed Natalie Holloway in the TV movie.
You're
too friendly looking.
You really are.
I used to look a little bit more like that. Jordan Vandersloot.
Yeah, that guy like killed everybody, didn't he? Didn't he kill somebody in jail or somebody?
No, he got off on this, and then he went and killed another chick in like another tropical place, and then got caught that time.
He's like, I just want to get caught.
Yeah,
so that song,
cry for help. Can someone put me in jail? It's like OJ. I'm going to keep
or something.
Crimes.
Let's on Kokomo. He's like, Aruba, Jamaica. I want to take it. Oh my God, really?
I'm fake laughing.
Yeah, sure.
Because the show's been too dark lately.
It's been too dark, so we're talking about murder and prostitution.
I listened on the way down. I really enjoyed the
you.
drinking talk, like
Lighten up.
coming up.
Now, you're sober.
Yeah.
You still go to meetings or no?
No, I did. The first 3 months I quit, which was 10 years ago. I did go to meetings, but then I eventually kind of was, I was still 26. I was pretty young, so I was like, man, this is kind of a drag. I think I got a decent enough handle on it. But over the years, I've taken a few comedians to their first AA meeting, so I've like gone back a couple of times. Like
Guardian, that turned out great.
yeah, me, I took Artie,
Like now, as soon as they like Brian, he's alcohol free for one day. He's like, "Hey everybody, I'm AA.
I'm not
fuck
AA.
the anonymous part. I'm telling everybody how good I'm doing."
I called it
They call that the pink cloud in AA, right? They're
really
like,
do.
you're on a pink cloud. That's the thing I didn't like about AA sometimes was like they never want you to feel too good. Like sometimes you're like, man, I haven't drank in a month. I feel awesome. They're like, all right, well, bring it down a notch, buddy. Don't trust your thoughts. Like your thoughts are what got you here. You're fucking stupid.
I love
so
your
just
Boston
keep
AA
coming.
accent.
No, even the Boston AA.
Yeah.
Hey, you want to meet Teddy Bergeron? If you think you got it kicked,
Oh, as always, you think you got a fucking problem, kid? I got a fucking problem, all right? You fucking stole from your mother? I stole from my fucking grandmother. Like always the one up,
Who's that guy, Lenny? Somebody who's a
Clark?
Yeah, Lenny Clark. Yeah, he's a big AA guy now.
is he?
He goes, I think he goes all the time.
And his brother,
Mike, yeah.
Mike's the AA too.
I don't know if Mike is, but I know Lenny talks about being in the program.
Yeah. Anyway, guys are more interesting when they're drunk. I'll say that. Like, Attell
He
sucks.
looks
now.
right.
Attell sucks now that he's fucking sober. It's miserable.
You really think so?
Yeah. His stand-up's not as good. He's just not a good guy to be around.
That's like the last thing. I was lucky because I actually was like, everyone was happy when I got sober. Everyone was like, I mean, I hate saying getting sober because I started smoking weed like 6 months after I quit drinking. I did have 6 months where I was like a Mormon or whatever.
Right.
But I just was like, drinking's not for me. It was kind of like you said it was in your family or Irish.
Oh, yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah.
All through
Do
my
you smoke
family.
weed every day?
Most days, yeah.
What do you get in
And
Boston?
it never leads to drinking?
Not in 10 years.
And it doesn't affect your personality really in a negative way?
No, not really. There was probably like some periods over the years where I maybe smoked a little too much, but not
Buy
really.
dime bags from a guy named Sully.
And you go up on stage high?
No, I usually
It's
don't.
after?
I mean, if it's like if I'm working on something or it's like a real bar show, like
This is the
I'll
best
sometimes smoke.
lamb chowder I've ever had in my
Now
life.
it's legal. You can just go buy it.
Is it legal?
Fucking Tom Brady, he's so fucking cool, man.
Wait, it's legal in
Yeah,
Massachusetts?
you can just buy it legally now.
In any store?
No, there's 2 dispensaries in the city and then 2 kind of in the
The
country.
lines are like crazy.
They are, yeah.
Circling around the block.
But you can mobile order like Starbucks. So you just come in and grab it.
Do they deliver it though or no?
Yeah, some of them will deliver
Okay,
it.
that's
Uber Eats?
You have to have the medical card to get it delivered. It's called like Weed Maps or something.
They should bring Uber Eats, bring McDonald's with it, because you're always going to want to eat right after you get high, right?
Can I get an eighth of kind, bud?
I just got a new bit, everybody.
Yeah, right
Hey,
there.
Sully, I
It's an
just got a
opener.
new bit. It's a comedy show.
Oh boy.
I'm an easy laugher. That's why I'm good. If you guys need laughs, I'm good for that.
Yeah, so
We were never allowed to have you on before because is double dipping.
Whenever I was on with Artie, I never spoke. I was just like, all the episodes I was on, it's just me
I
laughing.
love that Danny Thomas story.
what is it?
Did he tell it every week?
Oh, the Tony Curtis,
Curtis.
wraps his stomach with a rope so
Yeah.
it doesn't come out of his
I saw it the other day. It's not even funny.
No, it was...
It's just like a metaphor for something, or
I don't know. It's like I actually thought it was kind of like a record skipping. You know how he's so quick and so fast and so funny. I think
Yeah.
it was like he was on drugs, so it was kind of he didn't realize like, hey, I've used this.
he was
one.
never on drugs.
Allegedly. Allegedly, he enjoyed it.
We would go on the break at 5 o'clock and then come back with fucking dark glasses on. And be like, what's going on, guys? Who's the guest?
You told that story already. I'm sorry. The heroin makes me forgetful. I apologize.
He said something nice about me on the show, and I used it as a quote on my website. And then I was kind of like, I could have put anything. Like I could have put like, I owe Will Noonan $10,000.
Yeah, exactly, right.
Yeah,
Like,
plus nobody checks anyway.
no one checks. Yeah.
Well known as the George Carlin of Worcester.
Wu-Tang,
I'm trying to do topical stuff because I've gotten notes that I should do more.
Oh, wow.
Show prep.
Okay. From whom?
From whom? From Jesus.
From Jesus, right? We saw a burning bush.
From Opie Hughes. Greg Opie Hughes has been secretly
What'd you think?
controlling
I
Kevin
know
Brennan.
Dane Cook tweeted that the Toronto fans were
Oh, really?
Yeah, about how like the
He could
Toronto fans
block me.
shouldn't have,
I'm like you. He blocked me.
they shouldn't have cheered when Kevin Durant got hurt. First
Yeah.
of all,
That happens.
for a Boston fucking fan, come on.
Nah, I mean,
I mean, it's such. First of all, the fans are the fans. They pay their money. They can do whatever. They're drunk. They can do whatever the fuck they want. They're hyped up. And if Kevin
it was a regular season game, I would have thought it was kind of classless, but it's the fucking NBA Finals.
Yeah, and Kevin Durant was kind of asking for it. I mean, Golden State was asking for it by playing him and making a big deal out of should they play him or not, should they play him. And then they played him, he got hurt.
Yeah.
So, of course, the fans are happy.
Oh, yeah, there's a clip from 2 years ago where Kyrie Irving got hurt in Golden State at the Golden State Arena, and they cheered when he got hurt.
Right.
So it's just a fucking...
And also, because I remember when the Eagles, Michael Irvin got taken off on a stretcher, and they gave him a standing ovation, like, because they were so
it was
happy.
Philly,
Because they hated him. Boston's no different from Philly. So Dane Cook is like, he's lived in L. First of all, Dane Cook is probably a homosexual. And then on top of that, he's from Boston. You know, I know he's an LA cuck now, and they all are, but
He's been there forever.
yeah, but he still is like, come on, everybody, let's go to Starbucks and then hold hands. It's like,
a cool thing
no,
right
people
now.
are people, and he's probably not selling any tickets at Toronto because I remember when I was in Toronto like 10 years ago, Dane Cook was coming the next weekend.
The
He
club?
sold out the fucking Air Canada Center or whatever.
Whoa.
So he's not doing that anymore because if he was, he wouldn't have said fucking shit.
Nah, he's not doing that anymore.
But also with these fans, though, I mean, the tickets are
They
really
don't
hard.
make a pun.
I'm not going to make a pun, but I'm saying the
Because he
tickets.
doesn't know anything about sports. He just wants to
I'm not.
chime in.
Just jump in, yeah. But
Okay.
the tickets are so hard to get. They really have to jump through hoops to get them.
Oh, wow. That was a WNBA level
Nothing but
pun.
net.
Nothing but net, right? At least he got that part.
It's a release.
Oh.
Net joke fishing.
Oh, I thought you were talking about catch and release. That's a basketball term, too. You didn't even know that.
Right now.
And fishing, too, right?
Now, my wife works for the NBA now, so
Really?
yeah, she's got the job like
Fluffer?
Smells like fish.
and menthols.
Wasn't a bad line.
No, wasn't bad at all. See, it's all right. Yeah, hey, see.
Things around.
Son, please
You're a little
don't touch him.
You're a little whisper thing, aren't you? By the way,
Say.
Don't touch him. Don't touch him.
Dude, he has been touching me a bit.
let's see what your pocket's going on in
See,
your
the
pocket.
rosé wasn't the thing that was making you grabby.
Latent, exactly.
It's like
Latent.
Latent, yeah.
More like blatant.
More like
Yeah, more like blatant, right?
Yeah, exactly.
There was latent as fucking Nick Swartzen.
Yeah, next word. So okay, so you really think Dan Cook's gay?
Yeah.
I had a friend of mine tell me he thinks Colin Quinn is gay, and that
Colin Quinn, come on in. No, he's definitely not gay. He's definitely not gay. Who said he's gay?
I'm not going to divulge my source.
Colin Quinn. He just got married.
I know.
Jerry Seinfeld. told you that?
Fine-looking
You weren't
man.
invited to that wedding? I would think you. Everybody else is invited to that wedding.
I don't get invited to anything.
Like,
I like that you said you ghosted Louis. I was
Yeah,
like,
I didn't
the
find- I
other
just
day.
was like,
I was
I-
like, that's why I fucking love you, man. It's
I
like,
just so I'll show you the
ghosted
fucking,
him.
I'll show you the text. I just
believe you.
fucking straight up. I'm like, I'm done. I'm done.
love that.
He ghosts me, I'll ghost him right back. I don't give a fuck. If he was doing arenas, maybe I wouldn't.
Well, you
He's
were
doing fucking comedy club.
You like hanging out with do you like hanging out with comics? Because that's like
Hanging out with Louis is fine because Tony Woods is there, and Tony Woods is a good time. Do you know him?
not. I've seen him. He's
He's real
funny as hell.
chatty. He's black, so he
Yeah.
kind of comes out from a different take. He drinks a lot, so he's always kind of in a good mood. So he makes it easy. But if he's not there, it's like I don't like hanging out. If
Yeah.
someone's there to like Brian makes hanging out easy because he's an idiot.
Yeah.
And he'll
Make
say a lot
love
of
and fun.
dumb. He'll
Some
say a lot of.
comedians I like hanging out with, but sometimes I'm just like, get me the fuck out. Sometimes the
Oh,
longer I do it,
it's
the
too
more I'm
much.
like,
That's why even going to Louis' house, I knew I was going to be there, and I didn't want to fucking Michelle Wolf, Lynn Coplitz, like nobody I like. I know who's opening for him, and it was just gonna be. There was nobody I could talk to. If Tony was there, I maybe would have
what's
went.
the party for? Just a party?
It's a barbecue.
Okay.
And then my wife, he didn't invite my wife.
Plus one?
He already had this with the Super Bowl when he invited me to the Super Bowl.
he says come alone, or does he say like?
No, he said you're welcome. Basically just come on over if you want. But he didn't say bring like plus one. So I'm not gonna go by myself.
Yeah.
Then if I bring my wife, it counts as a date.
I mean, do you want to bring
Louis,
your,
huh?
You want to bring your wife to Louis C.K.'s house?
And then if I could bring my kids and they can get a free meal out of it. But I'm not going by myself.
That's the number one thing. Keep those kids.
You thought your kids were going to go to the Super Bowl party, which I just think you really misread that because kids aren't really allowed at a Super Bowl party. I mean, I know you need a babysitter or whatever, but the wife, yeah, I'm sure it would have been fine. But the kids, like, especially if his own kids aren't there.
Okay, thanks.
I think
we already
the
covered
I
this.
think the wife is kind of assumed, though. I think like you don't have.
Yeah,
to
I
ask
can't.
to bring
I
your
got to come
wife.
by myself, ride
I
my
think
bike
you can
over.
bring your wife and don't even ask them. You just.
I was going to show up with everybody.
Yeah.
With my kids and just go like, I didn't know.
Uncle Louie.
I must have misread the misinterpreted.
You know my brother Neil?
Would have been.
So the fucked up part is you got to be afraid. Like Showbiz teaches you to be afraid of like everybody. You know.
No, I think so.
Any manager, anybody more famous than you'd be like, oh, what if he?
No, I know. I
Fuck
don't,
it. Now
I
I'm
don't
like,
really
fuck
like
it.
those. I don't like being in those. Like, I wouldn't want to go to that either. Like, I don't like making showbiz small talk. Like,
horrible.
It's a weakness of mine. I feel like I'd be doing better in the business if I like did more hanging.
Well, if I
Live in
there-
Boston.
Yeah, I didn't live in
If you're
Boston.
doing something, that's one thing. If you're doing something, but if you just stand there like, hey, can I get another hot dog?
Yeah. I know.
Hey, these are delicious, right? Reminds me of my dad before he died, how he used to make them.
Plus, in LA, if you go to like a Hollywood party or a West Hollywood or a Showbiz party, almost everyone's gay. It's like everybody,
that's
which
not
I'm
true.
totally fine with. Not a
How is everybody gay?
Everyone, producers, agents, like everyone's gay. That in
I mean, the arts. You know, when you work in the arts, you're with
like,
gays.
so it's like
you know,
I've
you're
gone to like a
working
couple
with gays.
parties and like everyone's gay, which is fine. One gay guy was so gay that I brought him
That he had AIDS?
How gay was he?
The guy was so gay.
No, my manager was gay, and I said, "What should I bring to this barbecue?" And he goes, "Bring him some lube." So I went to the lube store by the
store on Sunset Boulevard.
no, the gay one, the one by.
I worked at the straight one. I worked at that one.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Oh, behind the curtain.
Where?
Hustler store on Sunset Boulevard. I worked
by the
there.
blackjack
How long?
dealing thing too.
6 months, 7 months.
Must have been drinking then, right?
You a
I
mop
was back
boy?
there. Yeah, I was drinking about a case of Pabst Blue Ribbon a day.
You were.
You living out there?
Yeah, I lived out there for like a year. Hated it.
But I bought this stuff called
Terrible.
boy butter, and it was like a gay lube, but it looked like butter. And I ran into Scott Bakula in there.
Right.
Like I didn't run no, like, we didn't go to college together, but like I was like, that's Scott Bakula, star of so many TV
I'll
shows.
never forget.
Scott Bakula was in the lube store?
Yeah, it's a gay sex shop.
There's a Quantum Leap lube.
Kwanzaa Leap. It was it's December 27th.
Comedy show.
Butter boy.
I made a little video on YouTube about how much I enjoyed the boy butter, and I tasted it.
Boy
on my-
butter.
boy butter. Yeah, and
Was it on your toast?
well, I made it. I said it looked like Marmite or Vegemite or whatever. And the guy that owns Boy Butter hit me up, and he was like, "Hey, thank you for being so nice about my Boy Butter." So now, like, I know the guy that sells Boy Butter. Matt just ran out of here.
Yeah, it's like
Thank.
he's like the boy butters where
all
I
kind
draw
of-
the line.
There's all kind of lube options. When you walk into a gay sex shop, like they've got, it's like a wall. It went for like.
I did take a 2-day 2-day class on lube.
Really?
I had the
Different
job.
flavors?
It's like a training thing.
Right.
It's like flavors and there's different consistencies and there's stuff that heats up. That's
Yeah,
the
but
stuff you
the
got to be
heating stuff
careful
is
with.
Is it different if you're black because it doesn't get ashy?
I'll just put it in very.
We did have a lotion that was specifically for black people.
Really?
It was like a lotion though. It wasn't like a lube. It was like a skin lotion for ingrown
No, he
hairs.
didn't.
Right. Did it wipe off fingerprints?
I'm really gonna dial it up. Good one, Brennan. KB with the slam.
I'll have the Cheetos flavored lube, please.
Get the applause, the laughter applause.
The laugh track. Yeah. Applaud.
Tony Curtis. He's
Yeah.
tied a rope around himself so he
Yeah,
didn't
but-
shit his pants.
Yeah, I think Scott Bakula is gay because he's been in like he was in the Behind the Candelabra, and he was in that HBO show Crashing. Like I don't know,
Scott Bakula was in Crashing?
no, not Crashing, Cruising or something. Looking, it was called Looking. It was about gay guys in San Francisco about 2 years ago. It was a great show actually.
He was gay or he was
Yeah,
like
he was totally gay. He was making out with guys and stuff. Like I'd rather suck your dick than make out with you. Although
I'd rather you suck my dick than make out with me.
you have a girlfriend or anything, or what do you have going on?
Do I have a girlfriend? Yeah.
Then it has to go into applause. Laughter into applause.
Fade into it. All right, I know, right? Tell you. Oh boy.
We did it.
We'll be right back after this.
A word from our sponsor, Boy Butter. How long you been dating this young lady?
Year.
You're new.
Yeah.
How'd you meet her? Tinder?
I met her at a comedy show. Met her after one of my shows.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you headlining?
I was. That's the way to do it.
Right. Is she younger than you? Probably. It has to be, right? Yeah.
Sometimes you get them Sometimes you can get them if you're featuring and the headliner's not good, and then they go to the bathroom while the headliner's on.
Yeah.
She's like, "You're way better." You're like, "So is my cock."
Yeah.
I told you, it's a hit every time.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, my mother has
Don't they have on the Bill Maher show? Is that how they get those laughs?
It's just fun. When I used to do warm up, I would always make the crowd do that because it would always make me laugh. I go laugh, and then when you've done like, fake laugh, and then go into applause. Every time it's fucking makes me laugh. There's something about it. It's like hilarious.
Jack Parr show.
Who'd you do warm up?
He's old.
Who'd you do warm up for?
For Spin City.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And then
So you were in LA too then, huh?
no, when they did it here, they started
I didn't know
here,
that.
and then I did warm up on Norm Macdonald's. I got a fucking echo in my ear. Hey, producer.
Look at this. Close your mouth. No,
So I'm riding my bike. I get too much moisture in my right ear.
Just a voice.
Okay. Thanks, doctor. Where'd you go to fucking med school?
Your mother's. Your mother's pussy.
The timing. So what was I saying?
Talking about getting something about.
You had some of your ear.
Oh, what was I talking
Norm
about? Oh,
Macdonald.
yeah, Norm Macdonald. Yeah, I did warm up for his show, too. No, because that was in L.A. because I was a writer on his show, the sports show that he did, you know?
Oh, yeah.
The writer on that show. And then the warm-up guy was like he would get them all too warmed up. Like, he was real hacky. He would, like, throw candy and shit and have, like, singing contests. So Norm hated the guy because the crowd was too amped up. They wouldn't even wait for the joke. They'd be like, any setup, they go fucking... Because they're also getting paid, you know?
Yeah.
So they tried too hard.
That's how I felt. I mean, I had a great time doing it and it was fun, but that's how I felt on Gotham. It was like the crowd was so hyped that setup was like, cut a minute and a half out of it as you're doing it.
The TV show that they have, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like step one.
There's been that show about like DC, like Batman and stuff like that. I was like, what they ever that show?
Gotham, man, you know?
There's a
Fucking
Joker.
Riddler.
No, I'm the real Joker. They have fun with that.
Oh, got it.
Saying there's a show called Gotham where they all like the people that are like on the DC universe, and for a second I really thought he was like warming up the crowd to sit there and watch Gotham, but it's not like a three camera sitcom.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway,
Boy butter.
Boy
but
butter.
when they get too amped, it is bad.
Oh, it's weird. It's like a weird
Our crowd today,
Rob Saul.
Hey, how are you?
too amped up.
It's too amp.
So how long you in town?
Go ahead, caller.
Just a
Where do you
couple
go
hours.
up though?
In Boston?
I'm kidding.
Oh, yeah, I
That's
was
what he
gonna
always
say,
says.
I hear ya.
OVO Cool Cat here.
Oh Jesus
Boy,
Christ!
hey, buddy.
I know.
What do you got, OVO?
So I'm calling in to give the correct answers to Artie Klein's MLC trivia polls on Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah, the winner gets a free MLC each week, additional to the Patreon.
Okay, great.
So, yeah. So
Cool.
the first question that was asked was, who has Kevin Brennan opened for? The options were Chuck Berry, Ray Charles, Louis D.K., and Bobby Biggerstaff. Most voted for was Louis D.K. And though you have opened for Louis C.K., I don't think you have ever opened for Louis D.K., which leads to the correct answer only the real ones would know, and that is Ray Charles.
Yep. Ray Charles
Ah,
You open for Ray Charles?
in Worcester,
Worcester.
Mass.
that's cool.
I like baked beans.
That is the weirdest night. A little Kevin Brennan followed by some.
No, my brother-in-law ran the arena or something. He didn't run the arena. He was a
Worcester
big.
Centrum?
He was like ran the Centrum.
Yeah.
He was like something at the Centrum, like something there. But he was at a theater in Worcester. So my brother-in-law asked me if I wanted to do it. So it was fucked up because he was late. You know.
Oh yeah.
I guess he was driving himself. Anyway.
Right.
Oh, he was literally late, and so they told me to I think they told me before I went up, don't get off until we signal you.
Wow.
I had to go way long. I didn't have fucking jokes for these fucking animals. And
Did you meet him?
One point, guy goes, "Where's Ray Charles?" And with Ray Charles, the audience heckles you. You're not doing well.
Right.
I go,
right.
One guy goes, "Where's Ray Charles?" I go, "Listen, Ray Charles." I said something like, "Ray Charles handpicked me. Said you're one of the finest young black comedians I've ever seen." Something like that. I got a laugh.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Because he's blind.
Did you meet him? Did you get to meet him?
No. And, that was when he was doing with the Raylettes, remember? And they were all hot on TV.
Yeah,
In
Pepsi.
in real life, they were fucking hogs.
Oh.
And also he was a prick because somebody in the audience, maybe the same guy, yells out, "Do that song Georgia." Well, he has a song called Georgia, right?
Sure.
He goes, somebody goes, "Hey, play Georgia," and he goes, I'll play the songs I want when I want. I'm like, this fucking coon. I'm like, what a fucking asshole. You think he would appreciate the guy's blind and fucking and he can't just go like, yeah, maybe.
And that's like he's obviously gonna close with Georgia. Like,
Yeah.
Why are you yelling
Yeah.
at? That's like going to
Yeah, like
Nerd concert, being like,
if
play
it-
Sweet Home, Outman, Freebird.
You know, if it's a live show, you got to expect people are going to, you know.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
somebody yells something out, you can't get mad at your fucking fans. It's like people.
We all
clapping
know
Kevin
that-
Durant got hurt. Like,
all know that
they can do whatever they want. As long as you don't hurt somebody.
Yeah, but blind people, you can't hold them to the same standards as normal.
No, but he was a fucking. You could
That's
just.
our word.
You could tell from the reaction he was a fucking asshole.
Blindies. I saw him once getting out of a limo, going in a Trump hotel here in New York, and I was
Yeah.
like, oh, I just wanted to like throw something at him and see if he caught it, see if he was really blind. That was
Yeah.
all that came into my mind, but I didn't do it.
Speaking of ancient black celebrities, I was at that Beverly Hills Four Seasons, not the one over there Drive, the one on Doheny, and
Four Seasons is closing here. The Four Seasons restaurant.
I know I know that, but that's different from the hotel. The hotel-
Okay, thanks. I'm just telling you.
Great, well-
Nobody gives a fuck if it's different. It's still the same name.
fair enough. So the one in Beverly
Why do you
Hills,
why you keep touching your nose? You had a little booger sugar?
Yeah, you gotta get off the booth.
Hey, I'm not drinking.
yeah, right?
Hey.
1 for 1.
Hey, Artie's back.
Yeah, right. So
Hey, red wine's lame. Sugar sugar is what I need.
I'm walking to the bathroom, and I'm walking to the bathroom out. There's a bank of elevators, and there's this little old black lady in a wheelchair, all slumped over, like this big beehive, wrapped in like shawls and stuff. And as I walk by, I look over, I go, "Little Richard," and then he goes, "Hey, baby!" And he looks up like this, and I was like, "Little Richard."
Was it really him?
Richard.
It was really him. He was
Holy
like,
shit.
he's I don't know if he's still alive, but he looked like he was on his last legs. And
Whoa.
he's
He's little, right?
he's little, yeah. I mean, and he's Richard. So you wonder where he gets it.
Little Dick was
A little on the nose there, that nickname, isn't it?
A little
5'2" and full of man
He's
juice.
just a little man.
He's a tiny little man, but yeah, it was funny because and he had all his makeup on. He's he's a little. He's one of the
That was
original-
his thing. Tons of makeup.
Oh, yeah,
right? I remember that.
He was like Prince, but he was like Prince before Prince was,
Yeah, no.
early 50s. So.
I always used to confuse him with Ray Charles when I was a kid because they both were just at pianos all the time on TV
Ma, which one of
shows.
these colored guys?
Yeah.
Right.
Oh,
Ma, go give me another.
Give me another beer. I'm
bring-
7.
I need a
Well, you know when
Keystone.
I quit drinking in Boston? Everyone was like, Billy, you're not an alcoholic. I was drinking all day, every day. I'm going to people. I'm like, I really need to quit drinking. They're like, no, you fucking don't, dude. When you shit your pants on your way to work, then you quit drinking. No one had my back. It was
Peer pressure.
And my father-in-law, I quit drinking 4 years ago for like about 9 months, and I told him I was at his house, and he was just like, he's a big drinker, and he goes, I go, look, I can't. I said, I'm going on the bench. I'm taking a break, and he goes, well, what about beer and wine?
Yeah, that's the other one.
No, that's it.
My dad does that. He goes like, I'm just on wine right now. But then he's like so much wine
it's like-
to make up for the amount of like whiskey and beer he used
Right.
to drink.
Oh, he doesn't drink anything hard?
Well, he'll go through phases. Like he'll be like, if he has like a big night with whiskey, he'll be like, "Oh, just beer and wine for a little while."
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Phase it out. He's
Phase it
smart.
out.
That's how you do it.
Yeah.
It's called life hacks.
My dad has that old like guy shit though. Like he can just get shit faced and get up the next morning 5 a.m.
Yeah.
and he's fine.
Was he doing milkman?
He used to be a cop. He's retired.
Oh.
All right. Squat.
I got to get the fucking delivery to milk to Bill Burr's house. I'm a milkman.
That's why I love it. People fucking write into my podcast all the time. Yeah, wait, we get it. You want to be Bill Burr? I'm like, we're from the same fucking place. Like, I can't help it if occasionally I sound like I'm saying something
Yeah.
he would say, or I laugh like
Yeah.
him or something. Like, oh, you want to be
Fucking
him?
hack.
I'm like,
Hey, my chopper didn't crash. Don't worry. It wasn't me, everybody. I really thought it might. And that guy, turns out the guy wasn't licensed to fly. He was only like, remember when JFK Jr. crashed?
Yeah.
He wasn't
Training.
trained to fly just instruments.
Yeah.
So he could only fly when he could see.
Yeah. That's
This guy was the same thing. So he was licensed to fly his helicopter when he could when he could see. Visual aids. If it's just with instruments, he wasn't.
yeah, because in zero
for that.
visibility. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to rely on. You can't just. Hey, there's the fucking Empire State Building.
Right. Instruments. How do you fly a chopper with a saxophone?
I'm gonna need a drink, huh? It'd be funny if I start drinking.
Yeah. Fraps on me.
Somebody has to be drunk.
Yeah. You drank on Legion of Skanks apparently. You had a couple of drinks.
No, because there's those guys drink, and then they don't really. I don't really talk much there.
So
you
that's
just-
the kind of guy I kind of want. Someday I think I want to do that. Is like be able to have one once in a while, maybe when I'm a little older. But I just feel like
Yeah, but I don't. I only did it because I can't. They're all high or whatever they're doing. They're drinking too. So if I just sit there and be like, it's easier to deal. It's 2 hours. But then when I was done, I had to piss like crazy.
Yeah.
Then I pissed on the street. Then I pissed at the train station.
In the bathroom or just
no, on the tracks.
No, like what bathroom
tracks.
at the train station?
Gotta go down in the
Penn Station?
Path train.
Penn Station, they have a bathroom.
Okay, but I'm not going. I was talking about the path train.
Okay, I didn't know that. All right, so are they bathrooms?
I pissed right on the tracks.
Did you really?
No, I mean on the platform.
That's what I used to do. I used to
Hide
go down
behind
those
a-
little steps. At the,
You hide behind a fucking beam and you fucking piss.
Blow guys back there. We're not pissed. That's disgusting.
I thought I seen you.
That'd be a roll.
Hey, oh, Puerto Rican guys fucking my
It'd be
mouth.
funny if you're known for that.
That would,
Blowing guys at the train
well,
station.
Penn Station. The Penn
He's
Station.
blind. He'll never be able to
Exactly.
fucking find you.
I had full vision. The Penn Station bathroom was really cruisy for like years and years. Like you went in that Penn Station bathroom, if you got out of there with your asshole empty of.
Still now, it's you could get it's still
Yeah, it's
very
still like
dicey.
that.
Any of those public bathrooms
any
are
public
dicey.
I do the hiking trails in Boston area, so you'll be out like just on a hike with your friend or something, and guys will go, "Do you know what time it is?" And that's the code.
Oh really?
Do you know what time it is? It's time to blow
Time to get
each
your
other.
cock sucked.
Yeah,
You guys,
time to get your fucking cock sucked.
go and
Fucking in the woods here.
take out those lees.
Boston accent is funny. You got to give them that.
It is. It's really hard.
Chicks. The chicks when they like talk to her, you fucking ready for this? You fucking ready for this ass right now? You want me to fucking suck your cock in the back of your fucking cock? I'll fucking do it.
I like gay porn, Boston gay porn. Your cock get hard? My cock gets wicked hard. What about your hard? I get hard, sure. Pull it out. Pull it out of your trousers.
Your girlfriend, she's got an accent.
She's from Virginia, so she's got.
Oh, what is she doing in Boston?
She's going to school, going to grad school.
26. Look at you.
26.
She's 25. I'm
How old are you?
26.
Yeah, that's the way you got to do it. You got to be a little older. Brian went the other way because he married his mom, but a lot of people.
Money, right? You do? That's what I heard.
Yeah, that's what Eddie If said.
That's the word on the street.
Oh, terrible. Like Eddie If should talk, but I did
And
not.
Chad Zumach said the same thing, so he's probably getting it from Eddie If.
Chad was trolling me.
No, I think he knows something.
What's that?
I think he knows something.
There's nothing to know. I produced a ton of softcore porn, and that's my story.
You
Who
won't
would even
show any
make that up?
statements. No statements.
Statement. Here's a statement. I hate Jews.
Wow!
Oh,
That'll help your
kidding.
career in every
I know,
possible
right?
way.
Well, hey, my career.
Hey, my fucking career. I'm a
Korea is gonna be fucking.
You ever go to Martha's Vineyard?
This vineyard, yeah, sure.
Yeah, my aunt lives
Bombed there several times.
Oh, really?
I eat dicks on the islands.
No, yeah. Well, I mean,
Why?
I don't know. I feel
They're
I
fancy?
feel like they're like rich and it's summer and they that's
Yeah,
the
people
worst
don't even eat
recipe.
con. People go to like somebody just wanted me to do a thing in the Hamptons, but it's like they have such attitude, you know. They're like they
gigs.
think everything's beneath them, and they want fucking croissants and shit.
Yeah, they sit there. They look at
kind
you.
of like that's not pleasant.
Watch you like a sunset. You know, they just sit there like
Yeah, that's a good take on it.
they're all like comfy and
also
good.
Last call on Martha because my aunt lives there year round, and last call on the vineyard.
What is that on your forehead?
Carpacci sarcoma?
He rubs it. He always has things.
I was wondering this whole show.
He always has things on his head. Then he rubs it for good luck.
I was like,
It's not going to get better rubbing it. You're like a fucking child. Like, what is this? Is this AIDS?
6 more weeks of winter.
It really does look
Had like a
unpleasant.
point on
I
it.
can tell what time it is from the shadow it casts.
Barry Ribs on Monday, he's squeezing his. We're
I
talking
heard.
about
I didn't
heroin.
watch. Yeah.
Squeezing his fire. You go, what are you doing? It's a whitehead. I'm like, you couldn't do that after the show? Like, who thinks I got to get rid of this whitehead now?
Yo, yo, yo.
Like the guys picking their nose. It's always Asian guys picking their nose on the subway. And
that
I'm
a
like,
lot.
you can't just
It's
wait
not
till you get
rocket.
home?
Do you ever do anything like
Fucking
that on
nosy
stage?
fucking-
Like you're so checked out doing comedy, you start like fucking picking at something, and you're like, Jesus, what am I doing?
Yeah.
Done
not
that
me.
before.
I'm a pro.
But I felt like a head on this thing that I went to pop it, and then it kind of
There's no head. There's no head. It's just red. It's a red.
Now I've been picking at it.
Is that like a
Seemly.
cyst?
No, it was a pimple, but it became more than that. It came into its own.
Fucking
Yeah.
really found its own way.
Yeah,
in life.
exactly. And if I close my eyes, I can see 8 minutes into the future.
Wait, don't you, when you quit drinking last time, didn't you gain a lot of weight?
I did.
So are you eating shitty? That's why you're getting
No,
pimples?
no. This is from stress.
You eat your wife's pussy yet?
Well, no, I'm not eating. No.
They don't eat. You know the whole story. They,
I
I'll go down to my wife.
Sexual détente. She won't blow him. He won't eat her out.
You guys have like a no mouth on genital rule in the household.
We're 2 twin beds, like what families, the husband and wives from like 1949.
What do you guys like? Turn out the lights.
So my nightmares from Iwo Jima.
He calls her Gorbachev because of the
God.
break down these walls.
Hand me an ashtray.
She had a weird birthmark or something.
No, she's a very beautiful girl, but we just like.
She's not a girl.
Yeah, well, she's 50. Yeah, it's fair enough. She's a girl if it was Moses' girlfriend, he'd be like, I'm dating a 50-year-old. But
Because he's old.
yeah. I remember when my wife turned 30, I threw
How old was Moses when he died? He probably was like 40 when he
Old.
died.
Something old. Moses.
Moses was never old.
all those old biblical guys were like 970 or 640.
AD.
Yeah,
I'm 40 AD. Cocksucker. I'm taking the green line to the gig.
before
40 AD is the new 30 AD.
it really is. Before common time. Yeah. Before Christ. What if I don't believe in Christ? Cocksucker. But yeah, no, all those old guys, they're all like, Nebuchadnezzar lived to be like 1500, but I mean, I don't believe in any of that bullshit anyway. I mean, you a religious guy?
No, I mean, not in that sense, no.
Sense are you?
I mean, like,
You're fucking. Oh God.
yeah, like, oh, yeah. Yeah, like when I'm.
You don't go to church though. You were raised Catholic,
I was
right?
raised Catholic.
Oh,
yeah.
you were.
Altar boy.
One true
Altar
faith.
boy, yeah.
Yeah, I could see you as an altar boy.
Failed out of it pretty quick. I like did it like literally 2 times in my life. I was an altar boy and I had no attention span. It was like just all I had to do was hold the fucking thing.
So boring.
They got
Well, it's
mad
a
at
good
me.
gig. At least you're involved. The mass goes by faster if you're.
If you're hungry, grab a little wafer.
$12 though, and like you got to.
Paid you?
Yeah, it was like $12.
You didn't get anything.
Oh really?
$12 and all the cum you could drink.
Well, yeah, seriously, it was fucking weird, dude. I remember when he was like, and it took me. He put his arms out like this, and he expected me and the other kid to like put his thing on him.
Investment.
Yeah, but I'm like, it's all behind closed doors. I was like, just put this fucking on yourself.
Oh, in the rectory?
Yeah.
Right.
Rectory.
I just nearly
Yeah,
killed
no
him.
shit, it's right there, and then they don't.
Blood of the Lamb.
Yeah. Did 4 years at Catholic school.
No, I don't think any priest. I don't think in our. I don't. Nobody said anything. Like nobody said anything to priests.
Little tattletales.
So I don't think anything happened.
We had nothing. It's the whole thing. Nothing happened to me, but it was other guys from my school.
Were you disappointed?
Years later, it was like
They did? Did they get money?
Yeah, we were all adults, and I just heard about it. It was when I was living here. I remember hearing about it, and I was like, wow, I didn't. It was like a guy I'd never even met. It was like a priest. I was a sport. They played. I think it was like track or something like that, and the coach was a diddler.
Really? Yeah. Any guy that wants to work with children that aren't his own, I just assume like wants to fuck.
They have my brother's a lawyer, and they have like a criteria now for teachers that they don't want because it's like there's like a profile for someone who will molest a kid.
Single.
Or yeah.
Right. Lives with his
Single,
mother.
Fitness obsessed is number 1 on the list.
Really?
They don't want to hire fitness obsessed people.
See, Brian, you haven't been to the gym in years.
I'm like, climb the rope or you're not. I'll be in the office not drinking.
No, a priest. His name was Father Gallagher.
Yeah.
You can look him up. He married my brother and my sister.
Smash a watermelon, then
And yeah, Father Gallagher. And then he ended up getting arrested for soliciting prostitution.
Oh, you
And
know.
then my mom, we were like, oh, Father Gallagher's a pedophile. She goes, well, they're always of age. So that's how she fucking justified bringing this fucking clown into our house. He was always at her house.
Oh, really? Oh, that's the whole thing with the Irish. Like, my grandmother used to always have them
Because they're
over.
star fuckers for priests and nuns and whatever.
100%.
Yeah, they're
still
crazy.
drives me crazy.
Yeah.
'Cause as a comic, I feel like you can see, like, this guy just wants to get laughs. Or you can tell what he's doing up there when he's talking,
Yeah.
you know? It's a show like any other.
I was in first grade, and my mom. I was upstairs playing with my brother, some kind, whatever we were playing, and my mom goes, "Kevin, come here." So I go to the top of the stairs. She goes, "Look who's here!" It was my first grade teacher, who's a nun. I go, "I don't give a fuck." I remember thinking, like,
Great.
"Don't get me involved in your fucking insanity." And I was
No.
6, and I already knew she was a fucking dumb cunt.
I've
Where's the laugh track? I'm
They even stand
Whenever,
at the
whenever
door
you
and
call
shake
your
hands
mom
like
a
comedians
dumb
do.
cunt,
Yeah,
you
exactly.
want the big laughs. Everybody knows you're just joking.
hey, have an egg.
Yeah, right.
Have an excellent Easter.
Yeah, they stand at the door and they go, "Tell me I'm the best. You
Right,
know,
yeah, you're right.
I'm your connection to God."
I can't get laid here, so please give me some fucking
Yeah.
something.
We had one of those homes in our neighborhood that all of them, like, that was another thing I found out later. They told us it was a place for retired priests. It was a home for retired priests. We used to go there trick or treating. Come on in. We'd go in, and like 6 priests would come down and put candy. They were all stuck there, hidden away, because they were like
Irvs?
herbs.
Yeah.
But like they were all just in one house together.
Right.
And then they
Imagine
tore
the
that down.
house, the party's there.
And imagine what bedtime was like.
They throw the Kit Kat bar like on the floor.
It was just you could always
Spider-Man,
find
pick
them.
that up, Spider-Man.
Yeah, it was a trail of like candy led to it
Right.
from any part of town.
Candy and tears. Just like a trail of, just a little river of sadness.
Those guys are, it's sick.
Yeah, it is fucked up.
I had a cousin who became a priest, and he was gay, and no one knew it. And he was drinking a gallon of vodka a day. And finally, at like 39, his fucking liver exploded, and he died in like 6 hours.
That happens a lot with priests. I think it's alcoholics and gays kind of like hide out in there.
Right.
Yeah.
Now it's like they'll be like, "Go ahead, you can do it." Like they want you to be a priest so bad, and then they don't have anybody.
Yeah.
You can go do it.
They got to get all these guys from like Central America. And
Yeah.
Mom hates them because she still goes to church. You can't understand the priest.
I'm of God to take away the sins of the world. Have mercy on us. Holy Mother, Mary, oh God, pray for our sins.
Wait, really, he's pretty on track because I don't go, but when I used to, it was already starting with the accents. It was just they couldn't get any Americans, you know. It's
No,
like
it's
boxing.
true. It's
they don't get any fucking white dudes.
yeah, that's actually really true.
Funny, like confession and South Central American stuff. Like, take 17 plantains and mash them up with your own feet, okay? And after that, then you gotta run in a circle until all the cockroaches are done, and you step on them and kill them.
And then the culo.
And then do your culo.
And then the culo.
No me parte, and just do the rest of it. Okay, good. Bring the boy to me.
Look at that.
They even like Central American.
Funny sober. Brian.
Thank you. They're even
Guy, a priest. I do a joke on my neck, but it really happened. The Father no, it wasn't Father Gallagher. I think it was Father Gallagher. I went to confession. You know, they have the screen there.
Yeah.
I said something like I was mean to my sister, and he goes, What did you say to Sheila? It was one of my.
Oh fuck, that's against the rules.
I was like,
Dude.
I almost said the N word. I was like, Nixon, where's the laugh?
Do you want to hear the most, like, something that's...
No, but that's fucked up when you're a kid.
Oh yeah.
He knows who you are.
No, I think that's remember how they do it.
I think after that, I was like, I would because you could kind of get in line with they did like 4 different confessionals in our
Yeah.
church. So then I was like, no, I got to go to the
other guy. We had that too, and sometimes you would go in. You could do face-to-face confession, where it's just
that's
a room with 2
stupid.
chairs.
That's stupid.
They had a card at our school. They gave us a little card that had like numbers on it, like with each sin next to it. It was like number 1 was like not talking, but I remember number 6 was masturbation, and we were all like, "You gonna confess to number 6? You gonna confess?" And we just for laughs go in and I like did it. I was like
Face to face.
no, but like through the thing, I'd be like, masturbate. I masturbate all the time.
Doing it right now.
Like I masturbate every morning, and I thought I was like being funny. And he was probably like in the other thing, like, yeah, how often do you do it?
Slow down, talk slower.
You put your thumb in your dick hole?
Can you do that Spanish accent like Brian does?
Oh, you like to pull on your pecker, huh? Pulling on that.
You like the bonio, Becker?
The leche comes out.
Going back home.
Listen, this screen comes up.
David Ortiz's wife.
He just leaves the screen and grabs you, pulls you in.
That would be fun.
It's terrifying. A lot of the shit from Catholicism is
fucking
weird and
sick.
scary and
It's all creepy.
blood and
yeah.
like I was.
Jesus
you still
died for
gotta-
you. I
still
didn't
gotta
ask
go
him to.
Yeah, you go to funerals and stuff still, right? Like weddings and funerals, and so I'll be like a year or two when I'm in a church, and then I'll be in. I'm like, Jesus, you know,
And all
There's
that
little
up and
kids here.
down and kneeling and
Oh
fucking
yeah.
I had the most profoundly depressing thing. Yesterday, my mother talked.
Monday show.
And for Mondays, you know, Barry ribs. Anybody wanted, yo, best bagel in New York, yo.
Yo, Whitehead's for everybody, yo.
So I have a second cousin, and his name's it doesn't matter, but his wife just passed away very suddenly, right? And these people are older than me; they're in their like early 70s, but he has severe dementia. So I told him, I said, your wife passed away, and he started sobbing, and he wakes up the next morning, and he's like, "Where's my wife?"
That's my breakfast in bed.
He didn't tell me every day. It's horrible. I even started crying. Like I'm emotionally, I have no real feelings. So, but it was like I couldn't believe. So every day he wakes.
Yeah.
It's like Groundhog Day, but the most depressing thing.
Most
It would
worst.
be like great for me every day. I wake up. She's dead still.
Yeah, you-
Spring break.
Let's party.
Yeah, no kidding.
Where's my wife? Oh, fucking hey. I can do whatever I want. My whole day's open.
Call that Noonan kid. He's got a Keystone Light.
I'm going to the track.
Yeah. I went to New York Dolls yesterday.
Yeah, of course you did.
Yeah, that's a strip
Still,
club.
I've been to New York.
Yeah,
Dolls,
yeah, exactly. There was a lovely.
I was worried about Bruce too, because Bruce gets a little drunk when he's around you. You're a bad influence.
I left them both there.
Oh, you did?
Well, maybe his wife listens. So no, I didn't.
Whoa, so what did happen?
Avalanche?
Yeah, Bruce Valanche with his shirt. I love pussy. Not.
Wait, so what happened?
We went to New York. I wanted to see what it was like going to a strip club, like
Social experiment.
like a social experiment, right? Like not drinking.
That's what they tell you in AA. 4 days into sobriety, start going to bars and strip clubs. See if you can take it. Just see if you can fucking hang. Test yourself. That's what they tell you.
Get a job as a bartender.
Yeah, fucking swish it a little around and spit it out. See if it feels good.
Like a sober Viking.
What happened?
I just went in there, and then I got some funny money, and I was like, and the place.
Oh, you got funny money?
Oh, sure.
You're an idiot. How long did you stay for?
I was there for about 40. I had to pick up one of my kids, so I was there about
Wasn't funny?
That's great. Your kid's like, Daddy, you smell like lube and
Right.
fucking
candles.
You know what funny money is?
No, I was
When
gonna
you buy
ask.
the money there and you can only spend it
Oh, like
there.
dick bucks. Dick Doherty used to have Dick Doherty?
Tell me more.
Yeah.
He used to have dick bucks.
What's the exchange rate on
What was
those?
dick bucks? You
His
can
own
only-
currency, and he
You can only spend it at his
his clubs, and he would try and pay comedians with them, and they'd be like, "Dude, you're like, what the fuck? Can't spend dick bucks. Can't pay my rent with
Boston
dick bucks."
Pay right with mozzarella sticks.
Boston Comedy Club owners are like the worst piece of shit, aren't they?
They were. I mean, most of
they
this
used to
is
pay
just
you in
stories I
coke and
hear.
everything?
That's all stuff that happened way before I was.
Yeah, but
up there.
it's all true.
That's what they all say.
I'll
yeah.
give you $1,000 cash for $2,000 in coke, and they're like, then I can sell the coke.
Right.
Except they do the coke, and who wants to
it.
sell coke is a little dangerous. Spend 20
it's
years
getting
in
like that
jail
with the
to make
bar.
$1,000.
do a lot of bar shows for like weed pens, so it's kind of
You
like
do?
the same thing.
Yeah, but it's not. Weed's not as addictive.
Comedy. Knock, knock. Who's there? Give me some Coke. Good night, everybody.
Robin Williams in the house.
These like crackheads. Oh. Well, it's good to be here. Oh, in Boston. Oh.
the gorilla. Ooh, we talk.
I got,
Impressions, man.
it's good stuff. Right. Do your Jack Valance.
Jack, is that the guy from City Slickers?
Go ahead,
Billy
caller.
Crystal's
Well,
a gay.
there you go.
Let's see
Right.
what's on the board. Is it calls?
Is
Yeah,
it
go ahead, Chad.
Yeah,
Oh, God.
Chad
Whoa.
Zumach?
this is speech impediment man. How you doing, Kevin?
Oh, speech impediment man.
Oh, speech impediment.
Sounds like he's.
Hey,
Whoa.
I would like to know, have you ever done a comedy gig and later on after the show taken a groupie home and banged her?
Like my wife, you're talking about?
His
I was
wife.
gonna say we both
Yeah.
have date.
Yeah, I met my wife at a show. She saw my show.
He ate her pussy, and then she was like, "That's enough. I've had enough.
Yeah, I was eating her pussy, and she was like, "All right, let's wrap this up."
Good night." I gotta-
Well, weren't there anyone when you were single?
Well, he was single at the time.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't get a lot of pussy. It's a little tricky getting pussy at a comedy club.
I got more when I was a karaoke DJ than I do.
I believe it.
as a comedian.
I believe it.
Like it was just
Well, I
it was
can
easier that
believe
way.
that. Chicks are always drunk there.
They
Yeah,
are.
that's true. But also, when you do comedy, they usually come with a group. They don't, and then they
date.
feel like a whore if they're talking to you, unless you give them a reason. But if you run into karaoke fucking thing, they come up to talk to you because they want to pick a song.
Yeah,
They don't
exactly.
feel like a whore
True.
because the most I ever got pussy was I was doing this tour. Anyway, long story, but I was selling a lot of merch, and it was so people would talk to me.
Right.
And if they talk to you, then they don't feel I gave them a
Yeah.
reason to talk to them. So
Yeah.
if you're not selling anything, if you're just standing there, you feel like they feel slutty talking, and then you really can't make a move because they're with their friends or whatever.
It's hard. It's
Right.
hard to close the deal.
Most pussy I ever got is when
Right.
I worked at an animal shelter.
Really? He got me that time, Brian.
You guys didn't hear that, Garrett?
Sober guys.
Can we have some? Can we have some applause for that?
That was a sober zing.
Yeah.
That was an AA 10 right there.
Thank you. Hey.
So,
Another perfect
Kevin,
joke.
let me ask you, which city has the best looking girl, New York or Boston?
This guy's got a he's a horny fucking guy with a speech impediment.
Wait, who has better looking?
I need to get laid.
Who has better looking women?
New York.
I'd say New York.
Say New York, home of fashion models and
York.
movie stars.
Okay.
Yeah, and plus they got more mixed race people here. In Boston, everyone looks like fucking Sue Costello.
Yeah.
What do you-
He's not wrong. He's not
About
wrong.
skin cancer.
They all talk
Hey,
like
what's this fucking mole?
Right.
Did she get skin cancer?
No, we're just kidding. She was just on the show. No, but there's a lot of Irish. The Irish women aren't great looking.
No, I'm Irish men either, I would say. We're not
you
a great
settle down.
looking peeps, you know.
Present company excluded.
It's not like no one's like, I want to go to Ireland and just
Yeah, but the Kennedys were good looking. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were tan.
You got the Kennedy hair.
I am lucky to have the Kennedy
Who
hair.
is the hottest looking
I get
female
heckled with that.
comedian out there?
Modi.
Who's the hottest comedian?
Hey, what's it? The one
No, the
that
hottest looking female comedian.
the one that Florentine's friends with, Kate Quigley. She's good looking.
I was gonna
she's
say,
always
yeah.
on
Yes, she
Instagram.
is.
She whores it up on Instagram.
I
Liza.
wouldn't mind seeing Quigley Down Under. Am I right, guys?
Ah, comedy.
Good times. Yeah,
Liza
I like-
Schlesinger. She's attractive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, but she's a cunt.
This one has a show in Sirius. It's always like anal sex. Nikki Benz.
Nikki Glazer.
Oh, Nikki Glazer. Yeah, she's hot. But I don't find comics like I wouldn't. You
I don't
comics,
want-
right? It's like the fact that they do comedy is such a huge turnoff.
Yeah, it'd be horrible.
It's like, oh, great.
Well, because if you're going out with them, aren't they always like trying to impress you with their material?
No.
I don't know. I haven't dated a female comic in a long time, but it was always a little awkward because they want to talk about comedy, and you really don't want to talk about comedy.
Yeah, and it's also like you're fucked up. If you're a comedian, you're probably got your own shit going on, and then you
Yeah.
have someone else who's just as fucking neurotic as you.
Yeah, and if you're fucking them, you feel like they're thinking about you, how you're fucking them, and
then they do jokes about how you fuck, and you
Yeah.
gotta listen to it, and everyone
Yeah.
knows how you fuck. It's a whole fucking thing.
yeah.
My boyfriend, who was the opener for my show tonight.
I was talking. I think the last time I was with Louie, somebody asked me what female comedians have you banged? And I go, well, Sarah Silverman and then Leanne Lewis. And Louie goes, I banged her too. It's like, what the fuck? Were you?
That happens a lot, though, right? I mean,
Yeah, but it's like, how many did she bang? And then I thought, was Louie fucking trying to get my sloppy seconds? Because
there's probably a few of those, right?
Maybe actually, she was from Boston, Leanne Lewis. I don't even know. I don't know. She disappeared, but I think,
fucked to
but
death.
she, I think she's from Boston anyway. So Louis probably got her first. Because I think he was.
So,
I don't know
yeah.
if he ever fucked Sarah, but they were pretty tight.
She looks great. I've only met her once, but she looked great. I saw her like a couple of years ago. I was like really
Sarah.
Sarah Silverman. I was like, man,
Because
she's
she's never
hot.
had a real job or a fucking husband or
Looks-
any kids, so she should look okay.
Let me ask
yeah, she
you
like don't
guys,
crack.
if you guys go out with a female comedian, and once you break up, then can you talk shit about her on stage?
Yeah.
Sure, I guess.
Yeah, usually when comedians break up, one of them moves to another city.
Really?
I've noticed. Like, usually it's like one of them moves to LA or something, and that's
Yeah.
how they break up, and then you don't have to see them for a couple of years.
You get banished.
Right.
Yeah, that's the other thing that sucks about dating a comedian, though. You break up, and then you got to see him like every other night. You could just date someone you never have to see again if you break
Don't
up.
shit where you eat. Isn't that what they say?
Right.
It's true. Comedy's fun. That's Dan Bulger, my buddy, always says he's like, it's the one way to ruin how fun going out and doing spots and hanging out is.
Yeah.
Like,
Like,
start
it's-
fucking-
Cunts fucking.
And you're always looking over
Glaring
your
at you.
shoulder. She walks in, you're like, fuck. You're always watching the door.
You got to make Warren Beatty. Everyone ever fuck Warren Beatty. Never had a bad thing to say about him. There's a way to do it.
Those movie stars, though, they get such a pass to do
Yeah,
anything, you know?
Because he had some clout too.
You also, if you're real, are you good at fucking? Hey, speech impediment man, are you?
I'm
Good,
okay.
Yeah.
Are you good at fucking? Can you last long? And
You know this one?
No, I'm terrible. I was 36 and I was a virgin, and I first got laid because I was on Howard Stern.
Oh,
and
shit.
When
I know that.
Howard's movie came out, they had a listening party out here in L.A. at Planet Hollywood.
I remember that.
And some chick, she heard me on the show. And
Real leg spreader,
we
that
went
voice.
back to her apartment and had some drinks, and I banged her.
I remember that. She was a porn star, right?
And- Yeah,
I do
and
remember
I
that.
woke up in the morning and I saw some pictures of, I guess her husband was in the army or something over in Afghanistan,
Ah, there you go.
and I never heard from her again. I called up and some dude answered. And
Oh,
I
bro.
never called again.
he's like, hoorah!
It's good that
That's
you.
not a bad idea anyway. If you're fucking a lot of guys, just have a picture. That's my husband.
Yeah.
He's in the Gav.
Yeah.
You know, because then you feel bad. You're never gonna. She can fuck everybody.
Once.
Just use it as a
Right.
thing.
It's good that you get a little. You get to have sex one time and then immediately feel guilty for fucking a hero's
Yeah.
wife.
There's like a prosthetic leg, AK-47.
Well,
He can't be
I
that
think
great
he
in
was
bed where he's like,
probably
"Do you
pissed
like
off
what I'm
because he was
doing?"
over there.
They have
Build a bear.
They have all those songs that are about like the guys fucking your wife while you're back. You know, they in the army they have songs like Jody's fucking your wife right now while you're out here doing this. Like, don't do it because your wife's home getting fucked. And this is the guy that's back home fucking.
Right.
You like that?
You like what I'm doing to your pussy?
I bet a Navy SEAL couldn't do that.
Well, I bet you could eat pussy really great if you just kind of just read I don't know, newspaper reviews of restaurants, like indoor pussy.
You should listen to books on Spanish language.
Yeah, exactly.
Just,
Como estás?
So-
She's like coming like a
So
maniac.
let me ask you guys. I mean, I can't last very long fucking, but would you say eating pussy is more important to the girl than the fucking?
All right. Okay. Well,
Let me speak for Brian's wife.
yeah, right.
No, women need. You got to eat their pussy. That's why you're not doing it right. You got to eat their pussy.
Young kids. We're talking about speech impediment, man. But also, if
Young kids, what
the move,
why are you bringing them into your bedroom?
That's such a funny Kevin. I can't eat pussy. I have young
They
children.
don't like to see me eat their mom's pussy.
Yeah.
They have an issue with it.
I eat their
It's
pussy.
as simple as
I
that.
had to put my knee into a Lego. Things could happen.
They're like, Dad, eat my pussy too, Dad.
Man.
You don't love me as much as you love Mom.
What's going on? I thought you loved us all.
I know you're broke, but can you pay for it?
How's he broke?
He's broke because I know him from the show. I listen to Howard.
I do. I remember this guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why are you broke?
He got married like a mail order bride. She's still.
I was married and I got divorced, and my wife took half my money.
But hold on. How
So she's got $20.
How long were you married before she divorced you?
I was married for 3 years,
Okay.
The face is the best part.
but
Gift that.
I have paid for it before.
You have paid for it.
A man's got needs. You gotta do what you gotta do.
I paid for it. It's all right.
Sometimes I think it's better to pay for it than you cut out, all the BS. You
This guy's
don't have to
You pay
take
for it,
to
you
the
save money in the
dinner
long run.
and
Could you?
call afterwards and all that.
Yeah. Oh, you're such a romantic.
How much have I paid? How much
Yeah.
have I lost by getting married? Hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Plus, you didn't marry what we call an earner either, so don't make fun of me.
Don't seriously. Don't go after my wife at
You just said I eat my daughter's
3:27.
pussy. You just said I eat my
3
daughter's-
minutes left. You're not going to be able to save this.
Yeah, great. Well, listen.
I like you better when you were drunk.
Yeah.
Spanish. You can be a nun anytime, any second of any day.
Right.
You know?
You and me both. I get wet by blinking. Oh, here come gushing like that. A water full of pussy juice. All right, listen, speech impediment man, hang in there.
Yeah, I like this
Okay,
guy.
I will.
All right, buddy, take it easy. See ya.
Like it, man. Good luck with the
I
pussy.
don't know what he looks like, but he lives in L.A. and it's something about his.
I remember him on the Stern
Yeah,
show.
his wife took all of his most of his money, which is like 40 grand, but still, it's 40 grand.
Go ahead, caller.
What do you got? Happy Father's Day. Really?
Hey, Kev, what's up?
Eye in the sky. I love
Eye in
this
the
guy.
sky. What's
Hey,
going
buddy.
on?
The shit.
Hey, two quick questions. What'd you think of that Amy Schumer picture yesterday?
I don't even get it. She was out in the fields. She was in the farm. I don't even get the backdrop.
It was that. It was like she was pushing her
being on a
baby.
farm, works for her, but it looked like she had bigger staff's underwear on.
Bigger steps on.
Why is that? It's shit stained?
No, she had big people underwear on.
Bloomer
It was,
zone?
Yeah, it was. She says
hospital.
hospital underwear.
Because she just had a baby, right?
Yeah, but she's taking a picture like in a field or something.
It looked like Iowa, didn't it?
Yeah, like
I
where, is
guarantee
that where
it's-
she lives?
No, I guarantee it's Martha's Vineyard.
No.
There's like
That's too
mountains
big for
there and
Martha's.
shit.
Never mind.
It could be.
Obsessed with Martha's
But
Vineyard.
her husband is. My cousin knows his husband.
No, nobody
Thinks-
gives.
he thinks it's against
what
the
is
law to-
that? What is that?
Whoa.
It's her with her baby.
She got big, man.
Is that her?
No, it's
Yeah,
Chris.
this is the second picture, and that you could switch back and forth.
Wow.
I mean, hey, baby.
I didn't see the second one. Oh, that's a
That's
big tummy.
I feel like that angle's not doing her any
That's-
favors. That's like
Terrible. That's the best picture they had.
It's like the Lord of the Rings. Like things are bigger towards the front of the camera.
Yeah.
Chris Farley.
Something you find in Walmart. I think the only one that liked that was Rickosaurus.
Yeah, he likes a big
Belly button is big enough to just.
Well, good for her.
For her. It's
You think
More
Anthony-
likes, she's getting more likes than me.
Oh, she's crushing it, huh?
She could be killing that baby, get more likes than you. No. All right. Anything else? Are we good?
Wow, you ending it?
Yeah, well, one
No,
more
we're done.
question.
Oh, it's
one
it?
more.
Sure, go ahead.
Hey, I hear you got some followers coming in Monday. How's that show going to go?
I don't know. Smoothly?
Yeah, you going to be there?
I think so. Listen. I don't know what's going on, But let me just say, in my defense, my show is called Burning Bridges. And I work at a network where the guy just wrote a book called Permanently Suspended. So, like, I mean, what?
You're on brand?
I'm on brand. What am I supposed to do?
Yeah. Well, by the way, before I forget,
They want me to do a Bill Schultz show where we talk about hot topics.
enough Bill Schultz. Happy birthday, Matt Lee, by the way. Happy birthday, Matt.
Oh yeah,
Matt Lee.
fucking hey,
Who's Matt Lee?
Big guy. that
great
comes in
fan.
from
You
the
guys got
island.
great followers on this
Yeah,
show.
he sits over there.
Matt Lee, it's his birthday today.
Birthday. So happy birthday, Matt.
See, the drunk Brian McCarthy would not,
Not remember.
have
They're
remembered
like,
that.
happy birthday. You're
It's more
all.
like Willard Scott now.
Yeah, you're.
Hey, somebody turned 100.
It's 99 degrees in Arizona this morning. Old Janaby
Rather him
Kane
than,
is
rather him
99.
than, rather him than Al Roker. Am I right, guys? At least I get a cab. Oy vey.
All right, man. Maybe I'll see you
All right,
Monday.
are you coming on
It's a
Monday?
time.
Yeah,
Monday, let's go.
my wife said I can't quit because whatever.
Yoko Spicco.
I'll tweet it.
That's
I'll
like
tweet
this.
it. I'll tweet it out.
If my kid loses his baseball game Saturday, I'll be there. If not, I got to go to his championship game Monday. So we'll see.
All right.
Good luck in the championship.
Good luck either way.
Yeah.
Tell him not to strike out with
Kid
the
helps
bases
me with-
loaded.
His kid helps me with some Fortnite tips sometimes on Twitter.
What?
Yeah, Eye in the Sky.
His kid?
His kid, he plays Fortnite way better than I do. So sometimes Eye in the Sky will like throw me a tip from his kid through Twitter.
And they're watching you play?
No. He just tells me like general tips.
He's a good guy in this guy.
Good dude.
He's upstate.
Yeah. All right, cool.
He's
If
watching.
black, that mean he'd be in jail.
Right, exactly.
Since they're white, he might.
Sounds like a helicopter. I always picture a helicopter like eye in the sky weather, eye in the sky
Yeah.
traffic.
405 is going to pick up here.
Yeah.
Like the thing about Twitter, people just have like fake names, and like if you're verified, you're like a real person. But if you're not,
I know.
everybody else is just like fake.
Someone blocked me the other day because I unfollowed them. I was like, what the fuck, man? It was like,
How do they know you unfollow them?
it was an accident anyway. Probably like,
Yeah, but they don't get notified when you unfollow them, do they?
You can set your thing up. You can
People
really
do.
You can really tweak your Twitter.
there's apps I think that
Yeah, there's all
you
kind
can
of
get
shit.
that.
People tell you?
Yeah, he came right at me. I was like, I didn't even know what was going on, and I was just like, fuck all this, man. I was like, that's why I don't want to. You know, sometimes you get too involved, or I was like, this guy's all mad at me. It was like
Yeah.
a little beef. I was like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I have a pinned tweet where there's an article about me. And
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Sometimes I'll look at it and like the numbers will go down.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
People like unlike it.
That's what happened.
People have
No,
liked it, then they unlike
it's
it.
Twitter. That
I'm gonna get him.
because I try and keep my followers at 690. 69.
Yeah,
right?
eat pussy.
Fucking, I know a man of comedy when I meet one, and it's always going up and down. So it's like without me touching it,
Right.
you know what I mean? And same with the likes. I have my pinned tweet. I noticed that those numbers go up. It's fishy, man.
I got
It's
so excited
fishy.
yesterday. My message.
Jews.
I had 666 messages. I was so excited. I tweeted that out.
666.
Yep. Who am I tweeting with? The fucking Lord of the Flies?
Start drinking.
Blocked by Neil Brennan on.
You are?
Yeah.
What'd you do?
Way back in the day when Neil was running his set for Comedy Central, his 20.
Yeah.
He came to Boston and he was looking to do stage time. I've been wanting to tell you this story forever. He was looking to do stage time, and someone goes, "Oh, you should hit up Will Noonan. He knows a lot of people." He DM'd me on Twitter, right?
Yeah.
I was like so fucking excited. I was like, "Oh
Yeah.
my god, the guy from the Chappelle Show."
He created it.
Yeah, created Chappelle Show.
Single-handedly.
So I got him
Like, Dave, leave me alone while I create your show. Sit in
him,
your fucking jungle room, eat your fucking bananas, and I'm going to create your show, your masterpiece. Please.
So-
Don't disturb me.
So I got him.
I
some
smell
stage
pot.
time.
Stop smoking pot. Distracts me.
Got him some stage time, and I went and watched, but I didn't even go up and say, "Hey, I'm Will, the guy you met on Twitter, got you." I didn't even bother him like that, right? I just left it alone, watched the set, and then like a few months later, I saw he was doing a club in town, and I sent him a DM. Hey Neil, like the last conversation we
Yeah,
have is right there.
right.
So I'm like, hey, it's me, the guy that got you time when you were running your 20. I was wondering if you had any spots, if you needed an opener or anything. I'm like, I'm new, I'm looking for work. And then I didn't hear anything for a couple of days, and I was like, I wonder if that went through. And I went to check, and he had blocked me
Wow.
for asking for.
Typical Neil.
And I was like, that was probably 7 or 8 years ago.
You, if you can help him, help him. But if he can help you, no way.
I always thought that was really fucked up.
That's his MO.
Yeah.
He won't help anybody.
And then I
he
heard him-
wants everyone to help him. I'm gonna fucking kill him right now.
I heard him on a
Tell that story
podcast
alone.
another day saying like, "Oh man, I'm sick of people asking me if they can open for me. I'm sick of that." And I was kind of like, "Dude, like hey, if he's talking about guys like me, I did you a favor. That's how it works.
That's his MO.
Pro quo.
He wants everyone to do him a favor, and then he won't do anybody a favor. Even his friends, like people he's known like 20 years. Elon Gold, he made Elon Gold audition for like one line in that dumb movie he made with the car movie.
Piven.
Yeah.
But I always think
And Elon Gold's like, it's one line. You want me to audition? He goes, it's not me. The fucking studio's saying it. Like, of course, you know.
I always blame Neil for Piven doing stand up, like because in my imagination they were on that set and Piven was like saying something. Neil's like, you should do stand up, man.
If I can do it, anyone can. That's what he should have said. If me and Lenny Marcus can do it, anybody can.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I thought we were laughing on that one.
Yeah. He's too jammed up to laugh. I don't want to pull a muscle. No, but literally, that's the point. If Lenny Marcus can do stand-up and Neil Brennan can do stand-up, two guys who have never said anything funny off stage, then anyone can do it. It makes sense. All you're doing is putting words together. It's not like you're making music where it actually takes a little bit of fucking skill or something in your brain. His son's funnier than Neil.
I believe it.
And he's definitely funnier than Lenny. Lenny's not. I'm gonna fucking kill them both after this.
I like them.
All right, everybody, we're done. Thanks for all the calls.
What do you got? Plugs? Everything? What do you got?
I'm happy to be. I'm with Anthony next Friday at
what's your
Skankfest.
Twitter?
Will Noonan. It's right there on the screen. I'm at Skankfest next Friday with Anthony Cumia.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I'm at speaking of that, we're doing a Misery Loves Company podcast at the Stand, July 10th.
Oh, good.
You know where that is? Where they're cocaine friendly? That's what he said the last time he was talking about the Stand. He goes, if it's the same owners, they're very coke friendly. That's what they want to be known for.
Oh yeah, that's what.
Yeah. Hey, right this way. Are you on coke or no coke?
I was just kidding, of course.
July 10th.
What day
it's
of
a
the week is that?
Wednesday.
It's a Wednesday. Yeah, sure, whatever. It's fine.
Of course.
be around.
You booked?
No, we only have the house out east.
Well, you won't do it, Lenny?
Not eating pussy at the time.
Yeah, for sure. I'll floss with actual floss, if you know what I mean. Remember, go to Brian P. McCarthy. It's all there. Whatever. Please.
Kevin Brennan, 666, you know.
Number of the beast.
That's right. Thanks again. Ugh! Oh, my tugging. Yeah, thank you. It's great meeting you or seeing you again.
I got blisters on my